Everyone, thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please not forget to hit on the like button. People have been hospitalized and some even killed as a result of taking something. 3 people have been confirmed dead, while 183 people have been hospitalized after drinking expired citric acid powdered drinks. The Kano State's Commissioner for Health, that's Dr. Aminu Ibrahim Tsanyawa, said that those affected after drinking expired citric acid powdered drinks of a brand of Jolly Juice or Fresh were spread across 13 local government areas of Kano State, Nigeria. Gwale, Kano Municipal, Dala, Bunkure, Faje, Gwazo, Dawakintofa, Ongogo, Kumbuso, Tarani, Rano, Dawankinjudu, and Dambata are among the affected councils. And then Tansawa said that the products badged has been expired since about a year ago. Why are they still selling something that expired over a year ago but were still sold in the market? Why? And that out of the 284 hospitalized, 101 have been discharged, leaving 183 still receiving treatment. The commissioner also announced that the seized items that caused the outbreak of the disease are valued at 59 million naira. So they even still had this. What kind of a company is this? Are they out just for profit or out for their own personal interest or out for the health and well-being of the people? And this is what the commissioner had to say. We have deployed personnel and skilled up surveillance in the 44 local government areas of the state, that's Kano State, to check circulation of the suspected products. The state government is also providing free treatment to the infected person. That's a good one. 13 persons have been arrested in connection with the circulation of the suspected products. The index is a 6-year-old girl who developed abdominal pain. Also, she was vomiting and had jaundice and urine with blood after drinking water bought from a vendor. The vendor was said to have sourced the water from a borehole at a cemetery in the metropolis. The assumption involves instant drink flavor powder and a variety of salts from industrial use. Water, blood, and different instant drink flavor powder samples have been taken for tests to pin down a diagnosis ranging from foodborne disease, food poisoning, Lassa fever, yellow fever, dengue fever, chemical poisoning to toxic hepatitis. You would be asking yourself, what kind of a company is this? Should such company still be in existence after this has been identified? You would know that this government would either shut that company down. Why is it that some people are so wicked to the point that they can do anything to their fellow human being to achieve their own purpose? How come a company, a well-known company, would decide that they will just keep on selling expired products to people, not thinking of the consequences or the harmful disaster that it may result to in the lives of these people? It's so terrible that some government some companies, their managers were just out to push out those products for their own profit gains. All right, look at now, over 285 people were actually hospitalized. And then you will still have 183, just 101 have been discharged, and then the other 183 are still in the hospital. Meanwhile, 3 people have already been confirmed dead. I think this company, there won't be any need for you to keep on operating, because you're not operating for the health and well-being of the people. Instead, this company is just operating for their own personal gains and profits. It's so terrible that a lot of people are suffering and going through pain. But the question is, what about the badge number, expiration dates, and all? Is it not written? Is there no date written? I think it's like some companies may decide or deliberately erase that expiration date, or they may even change it. They will alter that date and you would not even know. Please, people should be careful and mindful, especially things that you just consume that are either in can, in packs. Please check it very well. Check the expiration and manufacturing dates and be sure that it has not gotten to its own expiring date, and for you not to take it in and then cause harm to yourselves. Some people in some areas, what they do, some companies, once it's getting to the end of the year and they know that their products have already expired or it's about expiring, they will ship it out to the market and then start selling it at a very simple, cheap prices, so as to take it off their company and they, so that they can get more in production. But should that be the case, you have to wait until it's expired. There are some products that you know that may have like 2 months before it expires. Then I think that's okay. If it's like 2 months before it expires, you bring it out to the market and even sell it at an affordable price where people can take it. And then when these people take it, they should take it fast. And there's a way you can notify them that this is the expiration date, and so consume it before this date or the expiration date elapses. At that point, I think it is better, it's okay, so you don't even fall at a loss. It's not easy after you've produced a lot of products and then they all expire. Before it expires, 5 months before, 3 months before, take it out of the market. Let people buy it, make it very affordable for people to have access to it. And then there should be some kind of awareness to people, letting them know that this is the duration you can have it. Afterwards, it has expired. But not waiting until few days before it expires, you bring it out to the market, or as soon as it has expired, you bring it out and make it very cheap. I'm sure this juice, they had either brought down the prices very low for people to go now and start consuming it and think that, oh, I'm buying a cheap product, it's very cheap, it used to be sold at this rate. And then, so that's why it's good to always check very well, especially things that you know that all of a sudden the prices have dropped, things that you consume. Check it and be sure that you are not consuming something that has expired. Because for eatable things, and then all of a sudden you're seeing that a price of either 1,000 is now like 50, you would need to check and be sure that nothing is wrong with that particular item. Please don't be carried away with the fact that something is now at a very cheap rate, let me rush for it. Some would even buy a whole bag, a whole box to load their house with it now that it's cheap before it gets out of the market or before its price will shoot up. Please check first before you buy thousands and billions of quantity and go and dump in your house. Some people have made a lot of mistakes by having to rush to go and buy something because it's on wholesale or the prices have dropped drastically, especially eatable things or things that you can consume. You will just go quickly and go and rush and pick them for yourself and your family. Unknown to you that some of these things are expired, they're only sold because the company don't want to be at a great loss. So rather than them being at a great loss, they'll prefer to bring it out there, give it to the public, and then go back and continue manufacturing new ones. On the other hand, too, companies need to also weigh however the demands of their products are, so that you don't make too much at a particular time, and then the expiration date is so short that you won't even be able to sell off what you have produced. All of these things should also be put into consideration while these companies are producing large sum of items, especially in a situation where you have lots of customers, and then these items are being shipped constantly and people are consuming them a lot. Then that's where you make a large quantity. But something that people they don't consume so much like that, you don't need to make it in very large quantity to a point that it will outstretch the expiration date. Please, people should be very, very careful of things they take in. These are not fruits or vegetables or food that you can bring back home and wash it away and then it's fine for consumption. No. These are things that already have their dates because they have run the test in the lab and they've understood that if it exceeds this palm, this is what will happen to the person that will consume it. Please be very careful when you see items that have dropped so drastically, especially edible items you consume into your own stomach. It should be properly checked before you take it, and even your family too. Check very well before you give it to your children, before you give it to your spouse, or before you give it to anybody around you. Some people have consumed expired product unknown to them that it was expired. It's after they are taking it, that's when they will now start seeing the expiration date. Please check those dates before you take it. Before you buy in large quantity, check the dates. And be sure, even when they sell it out to you in those boxes, let them open it and you check and be sure that it's not the expired products that are being stocked in for you in the box. I pray that those that are in the hospital, that God should grant them speedy recovery, and those that have passed away, may their souls rest in perfect peace with the Lord. And I'm so glad that the government has intervened into this particular matter so as to ensure that all of this doesn't repeat itself again. Friends, what do you all think about this? Please, if you have anything to say, you can put that down at the comment section. Thank you for coming up today. Please don't forget to hit on the like button, also the notification bell, so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Friends, I'm here today to talk about how to start up a new YouTube channel. So for those that are looking to start up a new YouTube channel, probably you've been trying to figure out how to go about it, or you have been trying to see what it entails or what you need to start. That's why I'm here today, to give you the easy way for you to get this done. Not just the easy, but the best method, and also to give you or to talk about the best teacher who will give you all that is required for you to start up your own YouTube channel. This is a teacher. He is really successful with his YouTube, and he has been a teacher for so long now. Teacher is Matt Pa. He's going to give you a step-by-step method on how to start up your own YouTube channel. No stone unturned. Every step of the way, he's going to lead you through it. You have links that you can actually reach out to him and communicate with him directly. That's Matt Pa there. You can see the huge successes he has made in YouTube. You can see his silver, you can see the gold, you can also see his revenue that he's actually making on YouTube, which is very huge. He is going to give you a YouTube step-by-step tube mastery class, every step of the way, from the beginning of the opening of the channel to how you can start up and put up your videos. He is leaving no stone unturned, like I said. So for those that are seeking for how to start up their own YouTube channel, this is the easiest and the fastest way for you to have access to this particular teacher who is honest and straightforward, and you will enjoy every bit of the class, and you will have lots of gain. At the end of your class, you will have lots to hold on to and to start up your own YouTube channel. It's going to be like an ABC class starting from the scratch. So please, for those of you that are interested in starting up your own YouTube channel, Matpa, he is the teacher, and you will have direct access to him. I'm dropping the link below, so please, you just click on that link and you will have access to Matpa's class. He is going to give you the whole content of YouTube and all that it takes for you to be successful in YouTube, and how to start YouTube from the scratch. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat, he's leaving no stone unturned. And it's so interesting that if you have any kind of complaint, no matter the time you have this complaint or you are confused about anything, you can communicate directly to him and he will give you a response as soon as he gets your question, or as soon as he gets your mail or anything you're trying to confirm from him. He is quick at responding and he will give you the right answers. And even if you go elsewhere to search, you find out that what he is saying is actually true. He wouldn't mislead you. So please, for those of you that want to start your own YouTube channel from the scratch and see how you can be successful on YouTube, please go to this link, click on the link below, so you'll have access to the teacher. That's the teacher there, you can see and see his success. You can go through that and then you click on the link so that you can have direct access to Matpa himself. This teacher, you will enjoy and enjoy every bit of the classes that he's going to give to you. So friends, do not forget to click the link below so you have access to Matpa's Tube Mastery class, and he will give you the best teaching for YouTube you would really need to start your own channel. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please, for those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you once again, and God bless you all.